Hey everyone, so I'm back with my rundown of reading for March, and I'm on to my 4-star reads, of which I have two, and they're both in the same series. They are the Throne of Glass books one and two, which is Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight. I'm giving them 4 stars, and I don't think a lot of people would like disagree with that. Um, Here's my thoughts. I already know so much about the series from just being on Book Talk and Instagram, and YouTube, and I don't know if that's helpful or hurting. I struggled with shipping Selena with Dorian or Chaol, and I feel like I missed out on some of like the romantic loveliness that was there because I sort of was like already dismissive of it because I know it's not like who she ends up with. I mean, we can all sort of expect that, I guess, from Sarah J. Maas at this point, that it's not going to be the first guy. Um, that being said, I did enjoy their relationships and how those characters were developed. I really actually do like Dorian a lot. I'm interested to see like what happens with him. Um, on the other hand, if I hadn't read so much about the series, I might have actually stopped after book one. So I read The Assassin's Blade a while back. I talked about that in a video. I know that this is a controversial issue, but I don't think it's a good idea to read Assassin's Blade first. It really made me dread reading Throne of Glass, and I put it off for a long time because it does kind of set it up in this kind of dark and sad kind of way and makes it just feel like, ugh, I don't think I can do that right now. Which is sad because it is good. So, Throne of Glass is, as one of my favorite TikTokers, Andrew, says, about an assassin's 5K, which is kind of very true. Um, that made it kind of a little bit tedious, but it did also give it some momentum. It's kind of an exciting story. There's a little bit of like a mystery to it. Um, you do get sort of sucked in and you start to care. It's just like with all those like training sequences, I felt the same way about Fourth Wing a little bit. Like all the training is like fine and good, but it does get a little bit like, oh my God, like let's just get on with the story. So it was a little tedious to get through. So the next one is called Crown of Midnight, and I am not fully through that one yet. I'm still reading it, so I am kind of cheating and putting it into books I read in March. I started it in March. Um, that this one's kind of harder to say like what exactly is like the main focus of this book. It really is a lot of world building and story setting. So again, there is a lot about this book that feels like a little bit like, okay, okay. Um, and something just happened that broke my freaking heart. And so I got mad and I kind of stopped because like it was one of the characters that I was like the most excited about. And I understand why it happened. I understand that it's a catalyst for Selena to kind of like step up, but dude, that was a moment. I just think it's a bit of a hard series to read as like a working person with a child, because I'm trying to cram in audiobook time, while I'm like loading the dishwasher or like driving and following GPS and then being like, wait, what? Like, what the hell is a Baba Yellow Legs? Like, I don't know. Like, there's just so much going on. But I'm excited to keep going with it, and I will keep you posted on the progress that I'm making because there are many, many books, and I do plan to get to Crescent City eventually. So those are my 4-star reads for March. Stay tuned for part three, which are going to be the books that I didn't love as much. And unfortunately, some of them are kind of popular book talk books, so I'm sorry. But all right, I'll see you.